In a small village nestled between lush green hills and a sparkling river, there lived a woman named Amina. She was a widow, left alone to raise her two children, Zayan and Sana. Life had not been kind to Amina, but she never let hardships dim the light of her love. Despite her struggles, she made sure her children never felt deprived. Her hands were rough from years of hard work, yet they were the same hands that caressed her children's foreheads, offering them comfort and warmth. Amina worked day and night, stitching clothes for villagers and doing odd jobs just to provide for her children. Even on days when she was exhausted beyond words, she always greeted them with a smile, as if all her struggles were nothing compared to the joy of seeing them happy. One winter, times were particularly tough. A bitter cold swept through the village and food was scarce. Amina had managed to buy only a small portion of rice and lentils. That night, as the children sat down to eat, they noticed that their mother was not eating. "Ami, why aren't you eating?" Zayan asked, concern filling his innocent eyes. Amina smiled warmly and said, "I ate earlier, my dear. You both need it more than I do." Satisfied with the answer, the children ate heartily. What they didn't know was that Amina had gone to bed on an empty stomach so that her children wouldn't have to. Days passed, and the harsh winter showed no signs of relenting. Amina knew she needed to get warm clothes for her children. She sold her only heirloom, a golden bangle given to her by her mother. With that money, she bought 2 thick woolen coats for Zayan and Sana. When the children asked about the bangle, she simply said, "What matters more than gold is your comfort and health." As the years passed, Amina's sacrifices bore fruit. Zayan grew up to be a successful doctor, and Sana became a teacher. They moved to the city, promising to give their mother a life of comfort. But as time went by, their busy lives took over, and they visited her less frequently. One day, Amina fell ill. She waited for her children, hoping to see them one last time. When Zayan and Sana finally arrived, they found her frail and weak, but still smiling. "My children," she whispered, "I always prayed for your happiness. Nothing else ever mattered to me." Realization struck them like lightning. They had been so caught up in their lives that they had forgotten the one person who had given everything for them. With tears streaming down their faces, they held her hands, vowing never to leave her side again. Zayan and Sana finally understood that a mother's love is the purest form of selflessness. She gives without expecting anything in return. They dedicated their lives to taking care of Amina, ensuring she lived her remaining days in comfort and love. A mother's love is an eternal light that never fades, even in the darkest times. It is a love so pure, so selfless, that it asks for nothing but gives everything. If you have a mother, cherish her, love her, and never take her sacrifices for granted. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and spread the message of a mother's undying love.